wish somebody knew what I was talking about. Listen, everybody.
What up? This is Merce. Giving a shout out to Break Street. Shout out to all the B-boys and B-girls keeping the culture alive.
What up? This Cross One. Shout out to Break Street. Break Street.
Break Street and Dr. Fresh.
Yo, what up? This is Thesis from the Knuckleheads. You already know. Giving a shout out to Break Street.
This is Gesture. Shout out Break Street Media.
Yo, what up, Break Street? This is Rox right here.
And shout out to Break Street.
Yo, what's up? This is Luigi. This is Qbert, this crew. Giving a shout out to Break Street.
So this is DJ Timber. Big shout out to Break Street.
Yo, what's good? It's BBoy Victor. Shout outs to Break Street.
What up, Crazy? Slow Rolls Records, DMC Champ, all that good shit. Check it out, Break Street.
We got a real treat for y'all. Let me check the sound. That's it. We got Profo 1 in the house coming through Break Street, and the new Qbert is doing it up, dog. What's cracking?
What's up, man?
Oh, you know, I don't have my clipboard, but who cares? It's all good. Welcome to Break Street. Where are we at, son?
We're in Los Angeles, California, man. We're at LA Cypher.
Dude, imagine we did it for like a little jam.
God, forget it.
Jam's canceled.
Yeah, for sure, 100.
Yo, so this is my man Profo 1. Can you give him a little intro about yourself? Any other aliases? What city you're repping? How long have you been dancing?
Well, I'm now in Floyd Gangs and Knuckle Neck Tribe. Rock Force is the crew I started with.
Right.
I'm dancing now, like in hip hop dance. I started with like freestyle hip hop 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I've been breaking for about like 26 years of those dances. So the majority was breaking.
Right.
Yeah, man. And from San Francisco, California, man. One of like the guys that like first.
You're OG, dog.
Elder,
OG.
yeah, I guess. You know what I mean? Elder. I'm an elder.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
You've survived multiple generations, and you're still here. You're still battling. That's much respect to you, and everything you do. So all right, dope. So the name of the channel is Break Street. So which movie did you see first, Breaking or Beat Street?
Ooh, I probably saw Breaking first.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Even though like I remember the commercials of Beat Street first.
New York City street with the smoking fucking beat. They used to hang out all night and just gang fight, leaving bodies all over the street. But now it's hip hop, break dance, pop, electric boogie just won't stop. Everything in the town is built around that cutting, scratching, and hip hop sound on Beat Street. Beat Street. Kenny is the DJ.
First.
Remember the commercials. You're the first one that has said, I remember the commercials.
I'm just saying because
Historical reference.
they had a dope poster.
No way. Right?
Yeah, like it was like in the theaters. Like, I would take the bus and they're like, yo, they're playing Beat Street at the fucking theater, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was like Breaking is the movie I saw first. I think my cousin took me to Breaking. But I was more interested in Beat Street.
Okay.
But I was introduced to Breaking, then eventually I saw Beat Street in the 90s.
So did you see, where'd you see it, in the movie theater or VHS?
I think
Or
it was
Beat Street?
VHS.
VHS?
Yeah, VHS. Yeah, for Beat Street it was VHS. For Breaking it was VHS. Early.
Who showed it to you?
My cousin.
Your cousin?
So my cousin was like he was a b-boy in San Francisco, and he had a crew called Zero Gravity. So they were a crew that won the first Imagine. There was like a big event that happened from the 80s to about the early 90s called Imagine, and that's where like all the like.
Where was that?
That was in San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah. So he won that, and he was just like active b-boy back then.
What was the prize, you know?
I forgot. I didn't know the prize.
You have to imagine it.
I was like 7 when he was telling me this. You know what I mean? I was like 7 years old. So
Crazy.
that was
Like
the first
superhero.
Yeah. So I was like the first time, like that's the first time I was exposed because my cousin would strut or pop, and then he would do some floor shuffles and maybe a windmill.
Right.
So I was like, oh, and that was like in school. That was like the most amazing shit, and
Right.
everyone was doing it.
Dude, it's
That was the
crazy.
thing.
In the Bay?
Yeah, in the world. Like it was just
Okay,
like
got it.
this is like
80s.
This is like 1983, 84.
Right.
So I was like 8 years old, 9 years old. So I was I was there like for that period.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then it died. It died in around like maybe 85.
Right.
It won the Bay for sure.
What did you think at that time? Because you were there. What did you think when it died? Did you just think, oh, I'm never going to do it again?
Yeah, it was kind of like, a lot of the b-boys became like skaters. Like they got into,
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
they got to skaters,
makes sense.
or they started banging.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was just what it was, the progression. So it was gone, and then there was other like dances that were coming, like the Running Man, like the social stuff, like the
House dances.
shit, all that type of stuff. Even pre that, just like more the MC Hammer, because MC Hammer was in Oakland, so it kind of influenced us in that style of dance. So
Right.
breaking kind of went gone. And then around 1991, there was the Knuckle Neck Tribe, and they were the first West Coast rock steady.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I think Qbert met up, and Knuckle Neck Tribe was a crew that danced for DJ Qbert.
Okay.
So DJ Qbert won the DMC in New York,
Before he was famous?
Yeah, he's about to get famous. But he was in the Bay, he was famous.
Right.
But like in the
Locally.
Yeah, locally he was famous. He went to New York, won the DMC, and that's where he met Legs. And then they formed West Coast. They were the West Coast Rocksteady DJs.
So Qbert was the one who put that together?
Yeah. Well, Legs.
In the West Coast.
West Coast he was the West Coast Rocksteady DJs, but Zulu Gremlin was the guy out here.
Right. In the South.
Yeah. He was out here, and he had the dancers. So Qbert's dancers were with Qbert, so they automatically became West Coast Rocksteady too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
And that-
osmosis, basically.
Yeah, because of Q,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So they're all
Became the
Rockstar fam. Yeah. So those are the guys that we first saw on TV.
Right.
There was like 1991. There was a local hip hop show called Home Turf, and
Is it like the Channel 3 shit?
it was like Channel 4. It was Channel
local.
4. It was local.
Right.
But it was like they would like. It's funny because when rappers used to tour, and like they would get like Ice Cube came in and did an interview, and they had a live studio audience. So when Qbert was on,
like going around traveling.
yeah, exactly. When every time they passed through San Francisco, they'd go to the TV show. So Qbert was DJing in the breaks before the commercial.
Right.
Then they were like, and here's his dancers, the Knuckle Neck Tribe. So and then we saw them like do windmills and shit. We're like,
Blown away.
yo,
Blown
it's
away.
back.
Oh my God.
It's back from the 80s. Remember that shit?
That gets into the next question. Hold on. When lighten you? Okay, so that was the first time you saw breaking from you said the movies, but when you saw it from never seeing it into seeing it, I'm assuming it was your cousins.
Yeah.
But is there another one that's significant when you saw it?
Nah, it was really my cousin because me and Rob were like, we're twins and like we were 5 years old.
Shout out to his twin brother Rob.
Nasty, yeah. So he thought it would be cute to show his little twin cousins how to like pop, do the worms.
So he's being a nice uncle.
Yeah, it was just like it was like oh yeah, do it in the family party. So he made a big difference of like like just the dancing because it was like something that we got attention for and stuff. So when it came back, like when we saw Windmill,
Page Street.
when we saw Windmill come back, we saw people doing head spins. We're like, yo, it's back.
Wow.
But they just mixed it with like the house party type, the freestyle hip hop shit. And I know in LA they had like, we call it in the West Coast, we call it housing.
Right.
Like you had Baha'i Tribe, you had SWAT team, you had all these guys. But then we had in the Bay too, we had Housing Authority.
Right.
And then in the Bay, we were just like, because of DJ Qbert, it was really him like winning the DMC, like these battle and Knuckle Neck Tribe being on TV, and that was broadcast all over Northern California. All of a sudden, there's this underground crew started happening again.
Wow.
Yeah, they start breaking because of that one show in the Bay Area.
So the actual TV show like sparked everybody's attention because it was like, wow, it's on TV.
Yeah, 100 because like, and that's what I'm saying. So even like Mikey Disco was in our first crew.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, and I was like, because I was more freestyle hip hop. Yeah, and Mikey Disco counted, and he was like, we counted how many crews there were in the Northern California.
Okay.
We had 60 crews.
No way.
Can you count, suckers?
You actually counted. So you had like a stat.
I say the future is ours.
No, before Excel sheet.
I think of all the names that we thought of.
Now look what we have here before us. We've got the Moon Runners, right by the Van Cortlandt Rangers.
You actually came. You remember 60?
And Miracles is the way things ought to be.
Remember 60. I remember about 20, but so that means every
lot.
weekend.
That's 20,000 hardcore members.
Every weekend at a quinceañera or at a cotillion, we would battle people.
40,000 counting affiliates, and 20,000 more not organized, but ready to fight. 60,000 soldiers.
It was like that, and it was like, and this is the thing, it was like,
So this is what, 93, 94?
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
91,
91, 92, 93, that was like,
DJing was getting crazy.
yeah, because of Q. So then like, and the thing is with Qbert, like, he was spinning the jams you used to go to, and we were pre-VHS.
Right.
This is just down the block. Oh, I don't like that guy or whatever. I'm gonna see him at and the jam was like a club for kids.
Right.
It wasn't like,
It was all ages.
yeah, and it was like, and the ciphers didn't last that long. They lasted maybe an hour. It was like a guy.
Felt like hours.
Yeah. you would battle, and all of a sudden they played Jodeci. You ask a girl to dance. That's just what it was.
The party.
Dude,
Party.
The Bay Area had the biggest like groupie scene too. Like girls loved if you did
the party.
100.
So the girls are there to watch. You dance, you break.
And it's different than now, like competition. This is like I'm the last of that generation.
Party jam.
Party jams, and you're just getting down, and that's how you made your name.
Right.
So that's where it was like we saw everyone do it.
That's crazy.
And everyone had, and there's no one with a camera.
Right.
So we had to go by memory.
Exactly.
And the only access we had was Beat Street and breaking.
That's it.
And then there was like a tape that was getting passed around. I think it was Fever One's tape that got passed to the Bay Area.
It got
There was a bunch,
threaded to nothing, to black and white.
and it was like commercials.
Wow.
From the 80s, like the show The Pilot with Ozrock, who was in that. We watched.
Ozrock, shout out Ozrock.
It was like
Rest
there
in
was
peace.
even like a Fruity Pebbles with like Barney Rubble was doing a head spin. You know what I'm saying?
I think all of us have like a tape with like every like flash dance scene. It's like a Oreo cookie scene. It's like some old 80s movie where they did a backspin and like you know what I mean? Oh my god.
It was like that. So that was like the era because we had so we had to had to get creative.
Right.
Because we that's all we had. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what we in Cyber Yoga were talking about. We've talked about with plenty of people. Like you were lucky to get recorded.
Right.
You were lucky to see the battle. You were lucky that someone recorded you. You were luckily if you saw it within a year. Like it's crazy. So you remember that time versus now. Like, dude, you can upload the footage the same day live and get paid on it. Actually, if you have enough followings, like it's insane. Like from when it started.
Perfect.